So you can see that on a daily time frame on a DXY, you're having a 1 hour left. Okay, so you have 1 hour left for the price to close, but you can see that we will definitely close below. Okay, so we swept the previous daily high in the fair value gap, and then we are closing below to continue a daily candle to the downside. All right, so we swept the high, we closed below, and then we'll be expecting a daily candlestick to the downside. So on the forward time frame, you can see what the daily time frame. I'm sorry, on the DXY forward time frame, we don't have any fair value gap here. Okay, we don't have any fair value gap. So we go down to the 1 hour time frame. So on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that we don't have any fair value gap to on the 1 hour time. Okay, so we have this fair value gap here, a tiny fair value gap here on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so this is a tiny one on the 1 hour time frame. So we're waiting for price to either sweep this relevant high and mitigate this other block, or if price sweeps this relevant high, we'll be waiting for lower time frame shift to then sell to the downside. So we will be expecting price to sweep this high or mitigate this favorable gap and then give a lower time frame shift confirmation to then sell to the downside. So the point of interest is this relevant high, this favorable gap, this high, and then this high. Okay. So as you can see, this high is the previous daily high. So previous daily high. So you can see that the previous daily high on the lower time frame is 4 um relevant high. Okay. So if price sweeps this high, we're waiting for a confirmation on a lower time frame to then sell to the downside. All right. So our bias is bullish. We'll be expecting um C3 continuation. Okay. So this is the invalidation point. We're expecting price to make its wick here, then we sell to the downside. Okay. So on the Euro USD, you can see what the Euro USD after sweeping this relevant high. Okay. So we swept it here. Price then gave a reaction to the sell to the downside to mitigate this fair value gap here on the daily time frame. Okay, so after mitigating that fair value gap, you can see that on the daily time frame, we've swept this previous daily low, we closed above here. Okay, indicating a bullish reaction to the upside. So we are having another relevant high here. So if price sweeps this high, we're waiting for a lower time frame shift to the downside. So on the daily time frame, the highs and lows of the daily time frame are the H4 relevant highs. Okay, so you can see we closed above here. We're expecting price to create its wick in the upper half of the invalidation point, and then we trade to the upside to target this previous daily high and these highs. Okay, so on the 4 hour time frame, you can see on the 4 hour time frame, we don't have any favorable gap on the 4 hour time frame to then expect price to react from to buy to the upside. Okay, so these points are 1 hour relevant highs. So you can see that on the 1 hour time frame, on the 1 hour time frame, this is a relevant high and this is a relevant high. We don't have any favorable gap here on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so you're expecting price to sweep this low, give a lower time frame shift, or sweep this low and then shift to then buy to the upside. All right. So this low, previous daily low, is an H4 um relevant low. Okay. So this is an H4 relevant low here. Okay. So we'll be waiting for price to sweep this H1 lows here and then expect a reaction from there to trade to the upside. Okay. So if price sweeps this high, this is a previous daily high. So it will be a 4 um relevant high. This is a 4 relevant high, and this too is a 4 relevant high. Okay, so If price sweeps here and gives an SMT with a GBPUSD, then we'll be expecting price to counter trade to this relevant highs, and then we expect price to then buy to the upside. So on the GBPUSD, you can see on the GBPUSD that on the daily time frame, on the daily time frame, we close below here. Sorry, this is the 4 hour time frame. So on the daily time frame, GBPUSD, we are still within this range, so we don't have any bias on the GBPUSD. Okay.